All right, now we are still on structural work. How to determine the size of your enclosure, the size of your panel. So see what we do. The formula one is to have this in place, have the whole of this in place. You have them. For instance, I'm using this. How do I determine the size of my panel? So I have something like this. This is my size. This is the length here. Then this is the width. It has to come up to this. It has to come this way. Okay, sorry. Um, all right, come this way. Okay. Now this is my component size. If you want to specify the size of panel you need, it's going to be in millimeter. We are using millimeter. We are using millimeter. For example, 500 mm. 500 millimeter going to be by, for instance, this is 500 millimeter and this also is 500 millimeter. It's going to be by 500 millimeter. Then times again the depth. Okay, let me say the depth is half of this, 200, 250, 250 millimeter. Okay, this is what I need. For instance, I'll put it here. All right. Okay, I don't know if it's clear enough. Let me bold it. Okay, I don't know. It's not clear. I don't know. It's not. What is it? I can't see it very clear. Okay, maybe I take it down. Okay, for instance, I specify this 500 by 500 by 200. Here is 500. Here is 500. Then the depth is 200. All right. Now, take note. This is what I have as my component size. Now I have to consider my trunking. What is my trunking? This is my trunking size. If I'm using this size of trunking, take note, when doing the first construction, you must mess things up, burn things out, make some errors and correct them. That is how you learn. You may not actually know the precise size of a component. So this is my trunking size. You can use bigger size or smaller size. After that particular design, the subsequent one, you now know how many cables, how many parallel cable, how many cable in size can accommodate a particular size of trunking. But let me just say this is the trunking I'm using. Okay, so in that case, let me make allowance for my trunking. This is my trunking size. This is my trunking size, and this is my trunking size. I get to bring it out here, and this is my trunking size again, for instance. Take this out here, and be anyhow. Okay, if this is my trunking size, then new size of this place will also be this way. It's my trunking size again. All right, now you take allowance of this as your trunking allowance. So you take your new diameter. New diameter is starting from here. So measure, take your measurement from here to here, and take your measurement from here to here, no longer here. So take measurement. After you have this component at your disposal, you take your tape meter, measure here to here, measure here to here to have your number, your 1, 2, the length and your width. So how to determine your depth? Now take a look at this object. This is what you need for your panel, the cover of your panel. Your panel must cover this place. The door must cover this. So take advantage of this place. Subtract this. This is the depth. And what is the size of your contactor? The size of your contactor. Let me change the shape of this. Um, okay, the depth, the size, the height. What is the height of this? Supposing the height of this, take your measurement of this size and create allowance because this one is going to cover. Measure this. Take measurement here. Take this measurement. Add it to this. Because once you close the door, this one will project out. This one is going to, the whole of from here to here will project inside the panel. Only here will be outside the door. So calculate the depth, the height of this, add it with the height of your lighting. The same way this one, the height of this. Let me give you the height of this too as well. Thank you. Look at the height of this. Calculate the height of this. As equally the height of this. Add it to the height of this to determine your depth and add allowance. So the depth can also be half of this. So 250 is okay. 250 millimeter is okay. That is half of this place. So half of this place can accommodate the height of contactor and the height of your lamp. So in that case, specify 500. The new one should be maybe 600, 550 plus 550 times 250. So this is the size of your panel. This is how to determine this one. This is method one, right?